book, my fourth book.
Right, we didn't get to that.
The fourth book is Look for the Blessing. And that's more spiritual in nature. The motivation from that came from the fact that there were times over the years when you start thinking, you know, you get in an argument and you get in a car and you're late to get someplace. And then you drive down the road and you see a car off on the side involved in an accident, or a car off on the other side of the road where the officer's giving them a ticket. And then I would think, if I had left on time, would that accident have been me? That's where my mind goes sometimes. Or would that ticket have been me?
Right.
So when something happens that doesn't go the way I want it to go, rather than just concentrating on the bad thing that happened, I look for the gift in the moment.
The gift.
So, yeah. What can I learn from this experience? Where can this make me better? I used to fly for the last 3 years of my working life. I was flying to Delaware. I was Senior Director of Diversity and Work-Life Effectiveness, and I flew to Delaware every week. So one day I was flying back home one Thursday, and the lady said that the plane, instead of leaving at 5:30, it was going to leave at 9. So I was in the Red Carpet Club. She said, if anything changes, I will let you know. Okay. So I go back and I'm working on the computer, and I noticed that it feels kind of quiet around me. So I look up and it's almost empty. I look at the time, it's 6:10. So, and then I look at the board, the monitor said the plane was leaving. I run to the front desk. I said, is that right? She said, oh yes, the plane is leaving. I said, where's the lady who told me that she would let me know of change? She said, well, she left already.
Where was she going?
Yeah, she went home. So I rushed to the gate as the plane was backing up. And for a moment, I sat there and I said, oh my. I said, wait a minute. Somebody needed my seat. Somebody needed to get home probably a little bit better than I did on that particular evening. And usually when I get to the airport, I'm so involved in my work that I don't talk to people around me. I said, well, maybe today I'm supposed to talk to people around me. I sat back, relaxed, laughed and talked with everybody around me and had a very meaningful discussion. But it took my mind off of, you know, the fact that the plane had left.
Right.
And one lady that I worked with down in Atlanta, she called me one day and she said, Orlando, she said, I was ministering to a lady on a plane today, and she was going through some tough stuff. So I told her about my reading my Bible and my prayer life to uplift her. She said, another thing that I do is I read this poem that I have taped inside my planner entitled Look for the Blessing. She said, I read this every day.
I learned a long time ago that with every blessing, there's a lesson.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. And every seemingly lesson can be a blessing.
I agree with that completely. So she gave the lady her copy from her planner and called me and asked me if I would email her another copy because she had blessed the lady with that. And so at that moment I said, the book title needs to be Look for the Blessing.